Guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. You guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Lots to dive into and discuss of what's going on into the Apex Legends esports scene. We've got to talk about some brand new changes that Apex is making that's going to change the way the game is played competitively and of course ranked play as well. Then we've also got to make some discussion about roster updates and organization announcements as well. Also some scrim results and even some really not really that bad news, but some funny news for TSM fans here. So if you guys want to stay up to date with all things going on in the Apex Legends esports scene, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive in to what's going on right now. First thing I wanted to make mention of was coming from these scrim results. Of course, Group A versus B played today. I guess we could go into yesterday's first, or 2 days ago. TSM got first, Furia in second, and Furia, I don't think Furia has actually won a single scrim set since they made this roster change with his Watson. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, they've done consistently well, of course, so props to them. They haven't really fallen out of relativity, but I do think that it is worth noting they were like the most winningest team in all these scrim sets, and now I don't think they've won a single one, if I'm not mistaken. But Flat also up here, good on them. Then you see TSM. I think TSM's in first, but then you'll notice as we do a flip, LG in the dead last position. Then we go to last night. Total different story here. Optic Gaming in first, Luminosity in second, and then Elevate in third. TSM all the way down in 16th place. Not good for them, of course. And then what's funny is the day before, you see this guy Sweet clearly made the wrong choice. They finished at the bottom every single time, and then here comes Sweet the day after, finishing in second place. So good on them, and of course hopefully they can keep this momentum up. I know a lot of people are rooting for them. Also wanted to mention, whoa, TSM ImperialHal getting a little bit of a hair dye change. And I know this is not really competitive news, but I thought it was funny to mention that, yes, I did look it up. Hal's land performance is slightly worse, I think, on dyed hair than it is the normal regular hair that he has. So if you're a TSM fan, it might as well be chalked at this point. Also wanted to mention some SSG roster announcements. Now, SSG has made a teaser a couple of days ago. We talked about how PLP would probably be the roster, and I do have an update for that. But basically, this teaser was just an audio cue about Horizon saying, we think the story's not over yet, all this stuff. And so SSG is seemingly coming back into the Apex scene. Good stuff, because they were here before and we wanted them to stay. They did leave because they said the lack of funding. Now that we're going into partnerships, this is good news. Now, we did an article, of course, about the most likely teams, and we followed, of course, PLP, the most likely, doing the best currently right now in all of the scrim sets. And or in, like, I think the last 2 weeks, they won an entire week. They did really good in the last Pro League session they have. First place in their last Pro League session. I think the second most kills. And of course, they had the most points overall as well, right above Complexity. And then the week before, they did have some struggles, but PLP is, that's just Battle Royale esports at the end of the day. I mean, it's really hard to say one scrim set, one Pro League set, this team's just the best team in the game. It's just not going to happen. It's all about consistency. You're bound to have a really good day one day and a really bad day the next day. That's why we look at LG. You look at here at the bottom, and then you look here, and then they're at the second place, and TSM is at 16th here, and then they're first. That's just Battle Royale, so you really can't look into one set too much. But then we also talked about Legacy, right? Pollos Hermanos, the Chicken Boys, those guys are sadly, I think, still looking for an org. I do not think SSG is going to be signing them, although I really would love to see it. And the reason I say that is because the other team we were looking at was Flat Esports, or Flat, of course, and Flat did post that they were signing a contract. Now, I know Flat is not necessarily your first guess when it comes to this, because maybe there's other high tier caliber rosters to look after, but Flat obviously did have a good day here, fourth place not long ago. This was just 2 days ago. And then they also posted a contract right around the same time that SSG said they were going to, or teasing something. So is that the roster? Maybe they're on a budget. Maybe they don't want to spend too much money. This roster was a little bit cheaper for them. Maybe that is the case. Other region, of course, Boogie Borders from the Apex South, Team Burger from Apex South. That's a fan favorite with Sharky and Pricey. And then 07 from EMEA, maybe some others as well, but I don't think that's happening. I do think that this seems more likely. PLP, Phony announced and posted a contract was signed. Xynew posted a contract was signed, and Frexs posted that a contract was signed, and their coach Dan posted that a contract was signed. It seems all but official that SSG more than likely will be signing PLP probably in the next coming days. And of course, this is probably the best roster for them to go after. And we also found it pretty exciting because Flat is also going to be signing to org. So it sounds like a lot of orgs may be looking to get an Apex once again. I really just hope that overall things do get better and maybe things improve over the next couple of months, especially with all the layoffs going on in the tech world, esports world. Call of Duty's had some crazy stuff as well. Really hope the best for these guys all in all. Also wanted to mention, coming with some really big news from Alberlelli to start it off. Then we moved over to Respawn, and finally we got the confirmation. It looks like Apex Respawn Entertainment is getting rid of the controller configs that are being abused and used. Specifically, tap strafe has already been into effect, it seems, and you could even search it up on Twitter. Everybody's complaining, oh my gosh, they removed tap strafing, what's going on? This is insane. And then we got the confirmation and retweet. Respawn eventually came out to say, heads up legends, we've been rolling out some changes to Apex to better protect the competitive integrity of this game. We are making some changes to remove automated strafing on controller, and we'll also be making some changes to prevent the chaining of CFG files via the exec command during game time. In other words, we are disabling the ability to use some configs that would allow for some greater range of movement than is usually possible within the game. We want to be clear, the use of third-party tools, hardware, firmware, or software that automates game mechanics for a competitive edge over other Apex players is considered cheating and is unacceptable. So now you know what's weird? There was a YouTuber not long ago, District, that actually came out and said that it is confirmed not cheating. Respawn confirmed it's not cheating. And then here you have this. You know, I never saw that Respawn developer actually confirm it. It was just coming from District. But if they did actually confirm it, then here's a contradiction right here, because they clearly say that it is cheating here. So as such, we will continue to evaluate potential exploits and take further action as needed. Really big ups from them, and you can even see obviously the excitement. Here comes Rogue, you know, me and my teammates loading back in a rank right after this happens. Love this stuff. ImperialHal also saying this is the start of a new beginning. W, and thanks for listening to the community. Really excited about this change, and I hope overall we can get back to a better state of competitive integrity for this game. Now, I do want to mention also, don't forget that controller is set to get a nerf in the next couple of years. So I have actually chosen, you guys may have seen all this already on my main channel. I have chosen to go, and this is before this announcement, by the way, so don't call me a bandwagoner, right? I actually chose about 2 days ago to go back on mouse and keyboard. I'm leaving controller, all the aim assist, all the one clips that you saw, and I was actually getting pretty good at it, not gonna lie to you, but it's just not satisfying. I don't love it. It's really boring. The one clips are boring, and the clunkiness is just getting to me, man. I really want to go back to mouse and keyboard and feel confident and accomplished when I actually do something good. So mouse and keyboard JMeyels is back. I used to do it back in the day. Someone told me I needed to go back, and I just feel like it's time. So that's where I'm going to be going. Let me know what you guys think about all the topics down in the comment section below. Who is your favorite team right now going into ALGS Year 4, and which team looks the strongest? It still looks like a Dark Zero and TSM world to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, later, Gators.